On the night of April 3rd, Dr. King addressed 2,000 of his followers and alluded to death threats that he'd received. But he said, "I've been to the mountaintop. I'm not going to worry about that now. I'm just going to do God's will.
And I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you."
Dr. King's unconcern caught up to him on the very next day. It was April 5th, and King and his lieutenants met at the Lorraine Motel in a rundown part of Memphis.
Across the way, in number 422.5 South Main Street, in a semi-flop house, was James Earl Ray, an ex-convict and a drifter.
He checked in earlier in the afternoon under the name John Willard and had locked himself in a communal bathroom that overlooked the Lorraine Motel. He attached the telescope sight to a pump-action, high-powered rifle. At 6 p.m., King emerged onto the balcony of his room to talk to the Reverend Jesse Jackson in the courtyard below. He asked that "Precious Lord, Take My Hand" be played at the night's rally.
At about 6:02, that man steadied himself in the bathtub, opened the window, steadied a .30-06 rifle, and when Martin Luther King came out onto the balcony of the Lorraine Motel, about 205 feet away, pulled the trigger and put a salt point bullet through the neck and spinal cord of Dr. King.
Suddenly, Dr. King touched his throat. A bullet had pierced his throat and his spinal cord. To the balcony. His tie had ripped off by the force of the blast. Martin. Luther King only lived for another hour. He died at 7:05 p.m.
In the immediate wake of the assassination, the cities exploded. Some 100 cities, I think, erupted in violence. I remember that I was in the Library of Congress on the 5th floor. And as I looked out the window, I saw puffs of smoke rising over the city as an incredible sight.